Go for it. Hello and welcome everybody to Harmony Fest Conversations presented by Sacred You. My name is Helen Prince and I have the great pleasure of introducing Karin here today. Again, we've spoken before. Karin, I'm really looking forward to having another conversation with you. And yeah, and we want to educate people on what it is you do and specifically what you're going to be doing for Harmony Fest, which is coming up shortly. And we'll talk about that a little bit more in a moment. But Karin is a quantum healer, and your quantum healing is based a lot on physics as well. We didn't go into that a lot last time, but we will today. So just for people who don't know you, Karin, can you give a little bit of a background in what you do and who you help? And because you've had your own traumatic journey as well that's gotten you to here. So can you share a little bit about what you do and who you help?
Yeah, hi, my name is Karin, and I have a practice of holistic healing, quantum healing, and I help basically anyone that is struggling on their spiritual journey in life, whether it's trauma, depression, burnout, any chronic condition. It could be anything that is a difficulty in your life is an opening to healing and to growing and learning um, and evolving. So yeah, it's for basically for anyone that needs help on their journey.
Yeah, anyone
And
who's a little bit stuck, I guess, in life and just wants more because
yeah,
they've had some big things
yeah,
happen in the past. And so how
yeah.
did you get into this particular type of healing?
Well, ever since I can remember as a little girl, I'm aware of my energetic abilities, and I'm aware of the mission that I have here. And on my journey, I had to first overcome my own trauma because I grew up in a very unsafe environment, and it kind of um, it felt like it led me off my path because I started doubting myself so deeply, and I felt like I lost every ability.
Yeah.
But that was not true actually. But I needed to heal certain parts of myself. And as a healer, you have to go through that journey because you cannot help other people heal and get into contact with their healing capacities if you do not know the path of healing yourself. So you have to embody it first. So, and healing is not about fixing other people. It's not about I can in the moment I can relieve stress and pain. But um, the real purpose of healing is to bring people into contact with their own healing abilities, which we all have.
Yeah.
Some of us are just more aware of it. Some of us are more evolved. It's not about being better or being more important or whatever. It's just how the universe evolves. So
Yeah.
yeah.
And there's so many different ways that we can heal. What was it that drew you to the quantum healing?
Um, yeah, the quantum healing, it's not really something that I was drawn to. Quantum healing was a name that I decided to give it myself because
Okay.
quantum healing, yeah, I later I learned that there's also courses in quantum healing, but it's not really the same as what um, uh, yeah, how I made it up for myself. I decided to call it this way because as a natural claircognizant, I work from the quantum field, and the quantum field, what it really means is that everything everything is energy and everything is interconnected, both the visible and the tangible and the invisible. And most people think reality is that what we can see and touch and prove that exists. But if you look beyond that, everything is always there. the whole universe, even outside linear time, everything that is, was, and will be is one field, it's the quantum field. And in that is all information, all energy, and nothing ever comes new, nothing ever disappears, it only shifts, shape shifts continuously. Energy is always moving, always
Yeah.
changing. So, and we all have a field of energy around us as well, with all this information, our physical information, mental information, thought forms, emotions. We have more layers of body, so to speak. And if you look beyond the visible, you can get in touch with that, and you can um, manipulate that energy into a
And
positive outcome.
okay, and that's what you do. So is it so what's involved with when you're working with a client? Do you have to do they have to know what happened? Do you need to know what happened? How does all of that work?
No, you do not need to understand it to feel it, because it all happens on energetic level. It's not something that you can see that I do, but you can feel it.
Yeah.
We are most of us are used to the modus of thinking and doing, but the other modus, the more feminine energy, is feeling and being. It's an awareness, and I think best to explain what happens when a client comes to me, when they are in my space, when they are on the table, or it's virtual on internet or online. Um, I do not have to know their story. Like this happened and that happened, and the whole story is not really relevant. I do pick up on things, information that is relevant for the person. And of course, they can tell things if they like to tell things, because people are full of stories and full of things that they want to share and release and express. So, of course, there's room for that too. But the story itself is not really relevant for healing, because when you keep continuing the story of what was, you will continue the feeling in the now. So you
Yeah.
really want to step aside from the story and go to the pattern, the energetic pattern behind the story. So if you see the energy of the story and you want to change the future story, you have to shift to another energy. And that's where I come in. I pinpoint the pattern, and by triggering the person, the energy, they make a shift, um, mostly unconscious, and yeah, they feel that
Oops, we've just got a little bit of background
something
noise
goes wrong
there.
with the
That's
something came in between. That's not a problem.
And I love that too, that you don't have to go into that story because a lot of times, it is traumatic, people are in trauma for a reason, and we don't want to keep telling the story. I mean, there's a time and place that is part of the healing journey where it is important to voice it, to be heard, to be believed, to get that little bit of validation, I guess. But there comes a point as well where you need to stop talking about it because, like you said, the more you talk about it, the more it stays in your now. And it's actually causing that strong connection in your brain as well. So I love that people
Exactly.
don't have to go into the story, that you are able to help them without that. And sometimes as well, if it's something that they've suppressed, they may not even know what it is. So I think that's a
Exactly.
beautiful, safe way to heal.
Yeah, so and there's also a difference between telling the story and going back in your memory and all the images, and they said this and they did that, or how did it make you feel? You can
Mm,
express how it makes you feel in the moment when you go back to that. So that's like a little bridge you build between the story and uh, becoming aware of the energetic pattern is your feelings. So you can express that, and during a treatment, people also come. We tend to think, when I look at regular therapies, it seems like we believe that if we analyze the story enough, we can understand it and we can overcome it. But according to how I work, it's more like you have to feel it, and when you feel it, you don't have to analyze it, but you will. The understanding will come in. It will come to you instead of you have to search for it.
Yeah.
So when people are on the table and they go to their bodies and to their emotions, all of a sudden they come to clarity. It's like, oh, now I suddenly understand why I feel this way. Now I see the connection between uh, this emotion that I have, the way that I react to it is, and oh, what my mother did, or what my father did, or what happened to me when I was a child, or something
So
like that. So you don't have to search, you have to find.
you're resolving the emotion first. Is that right? And then everything sort of lines up from there. The understanding comes.
It's the other way around. Yeah, it's the other way around. You go
Right.
to the body first.
Mm,
The way things manifest come from the energetic, mental, emotional, and at the last stage is manifesting in the physical. When you heal, you go the other way around. You go
right.
to where it manifested physically. You go into that because this is your vessel. This is where you have stored it. So here you can find the last results of what you have manifested, and you go to there, and from there you go back to, hey, oh, so this was the energy. And if you know this energy, you can shift your mindset. It is not even something you have to do. It's more by repetition of constantly understanding how it works, by relaxing in it, by releasing things, that your mindset will shift from fear to more love, and that is what gives the healing. The more clarity and more love and more space you create here in your mind, this will result again in the manifestation of this more in yourself and in your view of the world, in your reality, what we call reality.
It's fascinating, and I love that you've linked that science into what essentially is more of a spiritual sort of thing, because everything is connected, and we know that everything is connected. So I think that's a beautiful thing that you're doing here, and you're going to be part of Harmony Fest, which is happening on the 12th, 13th, and 14th of September. So tell us more about what you're going to be doing at Harmony Fest and what people can learn or what they can do to experience what you do during Harmony Fest.
People, excuse me, people can book a live session, yeah, a session with me, an online session, and it doesn't really matter if you're physically present with me on my table in my practice or if you are face to face with me. Um, yeah, people can go online with me and share with me whatever it is that they struggle with or whatever it is that they need or wish, and we will go into that on an energetic level, and I will guide people step by step what is needed. Basically, it's about finding a place where you sit or lie down comfortably, and yeah, then we go into it.
How long does that take, Karen?
It can happen in minutes.
Oh,
It takes as long as a person wants to take.
yeah.
Uh, of course, in 10 minutes, I cannot change your whole life. It's not like that.
Mm-hmm.
But tuning into energy is as quickly as light. It's instant.
Yeah.
So once we connect, the energy starts flowing. So I have sessions from 20 minutes and 45 minutes, if I'm correct. And in that time, we can start up a whole lot of energetic movement, so to speak. Yeah.
Fantastic. Well, it's really fascinating. I think anyone who is watching this who knows that they've got things in their past that they would like to resolve so that can move on and create the future that they want without all of that baggage, this it sounds like such a safe way to do it, and like you said, you can I love that you can do it online as well, because I guess energy, there's no barriers, is there, with energy?
No,
So it doesn't matter whether you're
no.
face to face or over Zoom. It still works all the same way. So we will be putting the links below this video in the comments. It'll have all the links that you need to be able to find out about Harmony Fest, to join Harmony Fest, and to come along and have some sessions with Karin.
Yeah, that'd be great. Everybody's welcome. So looking forward to it.
Very good. And is there anything else that you would like to share before we wrap it up, Karin?
Um, yes, maybe you said if you have emotional baggage, things that happened to you in the past, I think everybody has something in their past. Everybody has a story.
Yeah.
But I'm also available for people. Maybe you do not really have something specific going on. Maybe you feel like, oh, yeah, my life is pretty okay. I had a safe childhood. Everything seems safe. But still, there's a feeling of there's got to be more. So everybody's awakening has a different story behind it. So maybe you're not struggling with depression or anything alike, um, but you just feel excitement and a longing for growth. And for that, healing is also perfect. It's basically for anything you want improvement in your life.
Yeah. Oh, and I'm glad you said that, because, sometimes we think, well, I know with myself, I used to think, well, I have got it pretty good. And yes, there are things that I struggle with, but, compared to other people, I'm okay. So maybe I should just be happy. And even though I wanted more, there was this, I was torn. It was like, you should just be grateful what you have, because you do have quite a good life. And there's that yearning though. So I'm glad you brought that up,
It
because
doesn't exclude that.
exactly every single person on this planet deserves to be living the life that they want and feeling that joy and happiness as much as they
Exactly.
can in every moment. So, yeah,
Exactly. And if you didn't do it for yourself by becoming more powerful and more peaceful in yourself and more fulfilled with your life, you are inspiring others as well. So it's not just that you do it for yourself and, oh, I should be grateful. And I know, like you, a lot of people are thinking like that. And yeah, I'm not crazy, nothing is wrong with me, or there's a lot of taboos on it. And well, see it the other way around. When I improve myself, I help others and inspire others to do the same for them. So let's just inspire each other and let's make the world a better place.
yeah, that's exactly right. We are role models, whether we think we are or not. And people are looking to us, and they are modeling what we do, the good stuff and the bad stuff.
Yep,
So
yep,
the
absolutely.
yeah, the more we can be who we are on the inside, and who we were born to be, that beautiful love, light, and everything like that, the more that we can then ripple it out, because everything is connected. We are connected to everyone
Exactly,
as well.
exactly.
Fantastic. Thank you so much, Karin. I really loved chatting with you again. And anyone
Thank you.
who would like to connect with Karin, jump on the link, join Harmony Fest. It is the 12th, 13th, and 14th of September. And yeah, you can see how Karin can help you move forward in your life in a beautiful, positive way.
Thank you, Helen, for this conversation.
You're welcome. Thanks.